month long, we are taking you inside the inspirational stories of today's Woman magazine. Today, Tawana Bain takes a closer look at the women that make up the backside of Churchill Downs and the ministry that is helping them keep the faith.
We're here with Jemima, Director of Women's Ministry at Christ Chapel on the backside at Churchill Downs. Tell our viewers a little bit more about the Kentucky Racetrack Chaplaincy.
Yes. We are an organization, as you said, that is looking for provide services to the people that works with the horses. So we care for the people who cares for the horse.
Oh, I love that.
And yeah, we are trying to give them a secure space, but more than that, the truth of the gospel. So we talk with them a lot about who God is and who they are in God and the hope that they have in Christ. So we do different stuff, and my role there is care for the women. And these women they have different backgrounds, but has been really interesting to see how they are people, but they don't feel like it, if that makes sense. Is they just feel really alienated of who they are because they are not in their country, they cannot speak English, they are not used to the culture, and they cannot go outside of the racetrack because they work a lot every day. So it's difficult for them.
So I'm just so intrigued and fascinated by all of this. So I have a ton of questions. So do they live on the backside as well? You mentioned that they don't really go outside of the racetrack. So how does that work?
Yeah, so we have two different groups of people. The first one lives in the backside. They have dorms. And then is the other group that lives outside, and they are the ones that have families, like kids, and the kids are in the school, so they live outside in different apartments around Churchill Downs. But basically their whole life is inside, and they need to leave when the horse leaves. So when the horse is going to different racetracks around US, they just go with the horse.
Wow. So Christ Chapel, right? You know, having an organization to support them spiritually.
Yeah.
How long has this organization existed? How did that come about?
Well, has been a long journey. The race, Kentucky Racetrack Chaplaincy, has more than 52 years around. But the thing is, Churchill Downs, the one that is in Churchill Downs, has a really beautiful story behind. One of the jockeys, that his name is Pat Day, he became Christian after had a really rough life, and he almost lost his life. He almost died for the decisions that he was making. But the Lord saved his life through the witness of someone else, and he became really aware about how people is living in the backside, how life is there, the struggles that they face. So he just loves so much that people group, and he's well, I need to do something, and he just put together a board of really sweet people, faithful Christians, and they all of them just start reaching out other people who can invest in the ministry, and they finally had a chapel. So he is a witness, physical witness of how the gospel can change a life. He is completely different person, and I can see the grace in his face. It's just so sweet to talk with him, and the hope that he has in his heart. So what he had in his heart is the love of God. That's what he wants in every single people, in the backside, because he can see how they are kind of dead. So he's they need life, and the life is just Christ.
Wow. I will take most certainly a closer look and be much, much more aware of your existence and how that is helping to elevate and empower women. So again, thank you.